this oversharing of his is turning out to be a big mistake. And not just for him. It's causing Britain trouble with Iran. Now, Harry has been out selling his memoir called Spare, which whinges about how his brother pushed him over, how his sister-in-law pulled a face at his wife, Meghan Markle, how his Aunt Margaret gave him a cheap gift, which was just a pencil, and how his dad gave him it was a pen, a biro, I should correct himself, and whinging how his dad gave him the smallest bedroom. Now, all this oversharing has made Harry more unpopular even than Prince Andrew in Britain. Can you believe that? But it's also now become an international issue because Harry also talked in his book about the Taliban soldiers he killed while serving as a pilot with British forces in Afghanistan.
So, my number? 25. It wasn't a number that gave me any satisfaction, but neither was it a number that made me feel ashamed.
Harry went on to say he considered the people he killed as just chess pieces. And that prompted a spokesman for the Taliban to tweet, "Mr. Harry, the ones you killed were not chess pieces, they were humans. Among the killers of Afghans, not many have your decency to confess to their war crimes." But now Iran has also hit out. It's used Harry's book to hit back at Britain for imposing sanctions on Iran for executing a British citizen that claimed was a spy. Iran's foreign ministry tweeted, "The British regime, whose royal family member sees the killing of 25 innocent people as removal of chess pieces and has no regrets over the issues, and those who turn a blind eye to this war crime are in no position to preach to others on human rights." Joining me is Sophie Elsworth, media writer for the Australian newspaper. Sophie, great to see you and thanks for joining the show this year. Harry, I tell you what, he is the gift that keeps giving, but in this case to Britain's enemies.
Well, Andrew, great to be here. But seriously, how foolish and stupid can this man be? When I was reading this book and when I was reading the reports about him talking about how many people he'd killed at war, I was just stunned that he would be so stupid to include these details and really make put a target on his own back, should I say, and also cause problems for his home country. I thought it was disgraceful what he did, and I think he's just opened himself up for trouble down the track. And I cannot believe the editors of this book allowed this content to be published. Did this get checked off, Andrew, with the British Army, that he was allowed to divulge such very private and information that should not be divulged globally? I wouldn't have thought. I think this is very serious and he's utterly stupid to have done so.
Like I said, they've given Iran a stick with which to beat Britain. Sophie, last night we all really here on Sky, we paid tribute to Jim Molan, the Liberal Senator and former Major General, who died on Monday, a man of tremendous devotion to duty, particularly for his country. And I mentioned how Green Senator Larissa Waters had tweeted her own condolences, and good on her, and said that Molan's ethic of service had her respect. But then I can't believe this, she deleted that tweet after Green supporters abused her for praising someone they called a war criminal, and I must say much worse, which I won't repeat. I thought that was really weak and barbaric of the Greens there. But it turned out that another leftist, Laura Tingle, fill-in host of the ABC's 7:30, could not bear last night to mention Molan's name either. Tell us about this.
Well, that's right, Andrew. I mean, on the 7:30 report last night, there was no mention of Senator Molan's death. This is someone who represented the country. He was a Major General, a very impressive career. He'd obviously turned into become a politician later in life. Someone you would think would deserve recognition on the ABC's flagship news and current affairs program, but no mention. And I thought this was really disappointing. And I can't understand how that would happen. Perhaps it's because Senator Molan wasn't on the correct side of politics for the ABC, but surely this warrants comments or at least a story about him, noting that he died and, what he had done for Australia and his work as a senator. But no, there was nothing.
I think you put your finger on it. They just don't like his politics, so they decided to say nothing.